ध्यान श्लोकास्। ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः सर्वार्थजानन् दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिः स्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां दधाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं। यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं। गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। उल्लङ्घ्य सिन्धोः सलिलं सलीलं यः शोकवह्निं जनकात्मजायाः आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्कां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। यः कर्णाञ्जलिसम्पुटैरहरः सम्यक् पिबत्यादरात् वाल्मीकिर्वदनारविन्दकलितं रामायणाख्यं मधु। जन्मव्याधिजरा विपत्तिमरणैरत्यन्तसोपद्रवं संसारं स विहाय गच्छति पुमान् विष्णोः पदं शाश्वतं। तदुपगतसमाससन्धियोगं सममधुरोपनतार्थवाक्यबद्धं रघुवरचरितं मुनिप्रणीतं दशशिरसश्च वदं निशामयध्वम्। वाल्मीकि गिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनातु भुवनं पुण्या रामायण महानदी। श्लोकसारसमाकीर्णं सर्गकल्लोलसङ्कुलं काण्डग्राहमहामीनं वन्दे रामायणार्णवम्। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदः प्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमतले हैमे महामण्टपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम्। अग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं। वामे भूमिसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वाय्वादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवराट् तारासुतो जाम्भवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। सर्वारिष्टनिवारकं शुभकरं पिङ्गाक्षमक्षापहं सीतान्वेषण तत्परं कपिवरं कोटीन्दुसूर्यप्रभं लङ्काद्वीपभयङ्करं सकलदं सुग्रीव सम्मानितं देवेन्द्रादिसमस्तदेवविनुतं काकुत्स्थदूतं भजे। Now we will move to the class. First of all, happy Ratha Saptami to everyone. It is a very beautiful day to be learning the first shloka. We have only seen the first shloka, but we are now going to see the meaning of the first shloka. We have only seen the basic meaning, correct? So today, Ratha Saptami, as we all know, is auspicious for whom? Surya Bhagavan, right? So today, the shloka Tato Ravana Nitayaha, which we learned to chant in the previous class, is the Manikya of the Navaratna. I had told in the previous class. Do you all remember? Manikya Mani is special to one of the Navagrahas. Which one? It so happens that it is Surya Bhagavan. So today on Surya Bhagavan's day, we are learning Surya Bhagavan shloka, and there is a beautiful link between the first shloka and Surya Bhagavan. We will see that also in today's class. But before we go to the first shloka, let's the introduction to Sundarakandam was pending, if I'm not wrong. I will get into that, and then we will talk about the hero of the story, and then we will go into the first shloka meaning. Okay, so that will be the order in today's class. So first is Sundarakanda. Why is it Sundarakanda? This we didn't discuss class number 1, 2, 3. We never had a chance to discuss this. Why is Sundarakandam known as Sundarakandam? Would anybody like to volunteer and answer? Why is Sundarakanda known as Sundarakanda? Why is it beautiful Kanda?
Because Hanuman is known as Sundara.
Let's use raise hand option and talk, okay? Because there are so many of you. I would love to hear everyone. Use the raise hand option. And even if you use the raise hand option and speak, you will not come on the video. Correct, Rashmiji? I hope so. Sorry. Correct, Rupaji? Yeah. Okay. 1 minute. Hanuman is, Priyaji, tell me.
All the events that is lined up in the whole Kanda is Sundara. It's beautiful because Lanka is beautiful, Sita is beautiful, Rama is beautiful. The message what Rama gave is beautiful.
Everything is beautiful.
Everything
What
is
is not beautiful?
Yeah,
Says
what
Tilaka.
is not beautiful?
Take the Tilaka commentary. There are actually popularly one verse is known. Many of you would have heard. In fact, I was very happy. 4 participants have raised hand. I'm not able to see more than Priyaji's hand. I couldn't see anyone else. Kanchanaji, did you have something to add?
In this, as you mentioned in the last class, as I remember well, this Kanda, the mention of Sri Hanuman is the hero of this Kanda, and he's known as Sundara. His original name is Sundara.
Yes.
So that's why it is about the Sundara Kanda.
Wonderful. Shashwata, what did you want to say, Kana?
Ma'am, because Hanuman describes Rama as Sundara, ma'am.
Super. Yes, Hanuman describes Rama as Sundara. Excellent. So all of you combined together, you are making Sundarakandam a Sundara experience for all of us, because all of you are doing homework, you're listening to Upanyasams, as I was very thrilled to hear from a few of you, and you are trying to, which is wonderful, right? Which is what we are trying to do together. Known as Sundara, although the hero of the entire Ramayana, Rama, has the most minimal role to what is not Sundaram says. So we will read the shlokas. I'll read them out. Many of you may know it also. If you don't know it and you want me to send the shlokas in the WhatsApp group of the class, I will do so at the end of the class. Now just repeat after me, because it is a beautiful shloka to repeat. Sundari, Sundari, Sita, Sundari, Sundari Katha, Sundare, Sundari Katha, Sundare, Sundari Lanka, Sundare, Sundari Lanka, Sundare Kimna Sundaram, Sundare Kimna Sundaram. Request everyone to be on mute. Next part of the shloka I'll teach, which may not be so commonly known. Sundare, Sundari Sita, Sundare, Sundari Sita. It's very easy to repeat after me. Just repeat. Sundare, Sundari Sita, Sundare, Sundari Sita. Repeat on mute. Repeat on mute. So Akshata Marute Mukhat, Akshata Marute Mukhat, Shrutva Hrishtastataivāstu, Shrutva Hrishtastataivāstu, Shrutva Hrishtastataivāstu, Sarama Satatam Hridi, Sarama Satatam Hridi. Then there is a third one which is completely rare. The third verse is never quoted anywhere. So we will see that. In fact, in the Sundarakandam Tilaka commentary, first line that appears is this. Sundare yasya dasobhim. Sundare yasya dasobhim. Tirtva drishtva cha maithili. Tirtva drishtva cha maithili. Drishta sita iti. Drishta sita iti. Abhyavochat, 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 Tam Ramam Naumi Chiddhanam, Tam Ramam Naumi Chiddhanam. I'll explain the meaning. In Sundara, we will actually take the last verse first, and then we will before last verse, and then we will see the first verse. That way, the meaning will be very beautifully joined together. Sundare yasya daso abdim tirtva. So dasaha sundarasya dasaha. Sundare dasaha. Who yasya dasaha? Whose dasa is he? Whose dasa? Hanuman is whose dasa? Rama's. So first Sundara is Rama. Okay. The most Sundara person in this whole episode, although he is only behind the scenes, is Rama. Sundare yasya dasaha. Abhyam tirtva drishtva cha maithili. What did this dasa do? Imagine if the dasa can do this, what his boss can do. He crossed the ocean, saw Sita, and then what did he do? So tirtva, abhyam tirtva drishta cha maithili means after crossing the ocean, he saw Sita. Then what did he do? Drishta Sita iti abhyavochat. He came back to Rama and told him, I saw Sita. Thereby, what did he do? He brought so much happiness to Lord Rama. Right? So, what happened to Rama? Tam Ramam Naumi Chiddhanam. To that Rama who was pleased by the exploits of his dasa, who did his work beautifully. Ram kaj kari beko atura. We see in Hanuman Chalisa, no, Hanuman is always intent on doing Rama's work. In many sargas, you will keep saying Ramartham, Ramartham kriyate, Ramartham kriyate, Ramartham abdim tirtva maithilim drishtaha. Like this, you will see many quotes where Ramartham is mentioned, which means for the purpose of Rama, Hanuman is always intent to do everything that he can do. So that Rama, whom Hanuman pleased, that Rama is who? Chiddhanam. He is of the abode of pure consciousness. He is the wealth of pure consciousness. To that Parabrahman, I bow. This is a very Advaitic shloka, which Tilaka quotes. And then we come to the one before last shloka. Sundare Sundari Sita Akshatam Marute Mukhat. In Sundarakanda, we know Sita is Sundara. That is why in the second and third shlokas, her beauty is emphasized. She is, after all, the heroine of the entire Ramayana. She is Lakshmi Devi. Sakshat Lakshmi Devi. How beautiful she will look, obviously. So, Sundari Sita is repeated twice, not because of any kind of punarukti, where Tilaka did not know what to write, but he wrote it to emphasize her beauty. Okay, so that Sita, Akshata Marute Mukhat. What did Maruti say? He said, she is fine. What did he tell? She is fine. Basically, everybody was worried whether she is alive or not, right? So she is alive. She is fine. And having been told this, Shrutva Hishtaha Tathaivastu, the one who was very happy, may that Rama Astu, may Hridi, may he stay in my heart always. So first we go to the Parabrahma Swarupa. Parabrahma Swarupa is so far. How do we get him to us? We bring him to our hearts by saying, Saharama Satatam me Hridi. Astu, may he always be in my heart. Which Rama? The pleased Rama. May he always be in my heart. So here you see Dvaita Bhava. The Bhakta is praying for the Lord to stay in his heart always. You all remember from Sundara Lahari. That is what we do there also. Call Ambal and say, come, stay in my heart. Okay. And then the first line. So now this is the matter. Okay, why is Sundarakandam Sundara? Sundare Sundari Sita. Sundarakandame Sundara is Sita. Sita is very beautiful. Sundare Sundari Katha. The whole story is very beautiful. Why is it beautiful? If you read, I forgot the translation, an English translation of the Sundarakanda, it is said to be a boring segment of Ramayana where there is only endless conversations between Hanuman and Sita and Hanuman and others. But those of us who really appreciate Ramayana will understand that these are not boring conversations, but they are rife with meaning and life lessons. So the Katha is full of life lessons. That is one part of it which makes it beautiful. The other part of it which makes it beautiful is it shows us that we can also overcome whatever hurdles that come in our way, just like Hanuman did. So it's a very, very inspiring and positive epic. The Ramayana itself is a very positive epic on how to deal with hurdles and how to be strong. Sundarakanda is its crest jewel. That is why it comes in the middle. Okay, then why do I say it comes in the middle? Although it is the fifth Sarga, 12,000 verses get over before this. 12,000th versus this. So half midway, Sundarakanda starts like one crest jewel. It is there like a money. So Sundare Sundari Katha. The story is beautiful. Sundare Sundari Lanka. We all know, we all go on trips to Sri Lanka, no, and we find it so beautiful. Sri Lanka is obviously very beautiful. And last Sundare Kimna Sundaram. What is not Sundara? In that Kimna Sundaram movie, first who comes to mind? Hanuman, like Kanchana ji rightly pointed out. When Anjana Devi gave birth to Hanuman, we would have seen a monkey. But for a monkey mother, what did she see? She saw beauty personified. So she called him, Oh Sundara, and that thereby his name became, birth name became Sundara. Okay, so that is why Sundarakanda, it is called Sundarakanda. It has many benefits which make it a Sundarakanda. First one, as we just mentioned, Hanuman is Sundara and he is the hero. It has a very, very useful phalam of Nashtalabha phalam. What is lost is got back. We discussed this, I think, in the previous class. Two things are lost. One is Hanuman's siddhis were lost to him. He got it back due to Jambavan's this one at the end of Kishkindakanda, and then he decides to act. The action happens in Sundarakanda. So Nashtalabhapalam of his siddhis and Nashtalabhapalam of Sita. This we already discussed. Third point is everyone is sad at the beginning. In fact, in the end of Kishkindakanda, the Vanaras were preparing to fast themselves unto death. At that time, what were they doing? They had to pass the time. They were very hungry. And Vanaras, you know, cannot control hunger. Those of you who live in Maratpalli especially will know that Vanaras cannot control hunger. They will enter your house and they eat whatever is there. Now, these Vanaras couldn't control their hunger. So what did they do? They said, okay, instead of dwelling on our hunger, let us dwell on something very positive. What did they dwell on? Anybody can guess? Rajiji.
They were talking about the story of Rama and all. So
excellent, excellent. And you know how they were talking? They were blaming various people. It was a blame game. Typical to monkeys, a blame game. This guy is
yes,
Manthara is responsible. Kaikeyi is responsible. Dasharatha is responsible. Kaushalya is responsible. Because of all of them, only now we are in this state. Like this, they were blaming. Last, they came to Jatayu. At that time, waiting for them to die was Sampati, Jatayu's brother. Okay. Then he said, oh, Jatayu, why are you naming him as a person to be blamed? He's a wonderful guy. He's my brother. And then the Vanaras tell the whole story. Na? So he knows the story. So then he says, oh, you're looking for Sita. I know where she went. She went to Lanka. And then he sends his son, Sudrishya. He goes there and then checks that Sita is there in Lanka and comes back and confirms Sita is there. Don't worry. You can find her. Where? By crossing the ocean. So you find that people who started off very, very negatively at the beginning of the Kanda, namely the Vanaras, Rama was already very sad. He had lost Sita. Correct? And Hanuman also was very sad because he didn't know that he could cross the ocean. And then finally he had got that courage from Jambavan. But it was a big task. It was very difficult to do. And there Sita was very sad. Everyone, and Ravana also was sad, by the way, because he didn't have Sita. But Ravana doesn't get what he wants. Everyone else gets what they want by the end of the Kanda. At the end of the Kanda, they know the whereabouts of Sita and everybody is happy. So this Kanda gives happiness. That's the main advantage, the main phala of this Kanda. The 35th Sarga of the Sundarakanda talks about the qualities of Rama and a whole Charita of Rama, which is where Sashwata mentioned. He is referred to as Sundara there, and thereby it contains the description of Rama in very succinct verses, and therefore it is beautiful. Okay, and last and the most important probably, I told Ramayana, one word also if you chant it is enough. So why should we chant the entire Ramayanam? Last class we discussed. No, this Sundarakanda especially contains the essence of the Ramataraka mantra. Ramataraka mantra is a very sacred mantra which is not given, Upadesha is not given to everyone, right? But this Sundarakanda not only has Ramataraka mantra, but it has many Bijaksharas, which are very, very good and powerful for those who chant, which is why Sundarakandam is chanted for instant Karyasiddhi. If you want something, whether it be good health, this is one thing that gives everything. Whether you want good health, whether you want a promotion in the job, whether you want happy children, whether you want to have grandchildren, whether you want your children to get married, whether you want your children to do well in exams, whether you want a promotion at office, whether you want more money, whether you want success, whether you're starting a new project, whether you want, a successful completion of a new project, whatever you want, this kanda, by chanting this kanda, most importantly, with bhakti. If we chanted in a transactional way, saying, I chanted Sundarakanda 49 times, where is my promotion? Doubt only. But if we chant with full bhakti and say, I am chanting, and then you lose track of the number of times you chanted. That's what Tyagaraja did, no? He was told, he was given the mantra upadesha and he was told, you chanted so many crore times, Rama will appear in front of you. He chanted. His brother asked him, how are you keeping track? He said, why should I keep track? God is keeping track. He will come to me when my count is over. I will keep only chanting. So we do our job of chanting with bhakti and most importantly, understanding the meaning of what we chant so that it does not become mechanical. Okay. So that is the reason why Sundarakanda is Sundara. One more interesting thing in Sundarakanda is that all the Mahabhutas, what are the 5 Mahabhutas? Who can tell me? If you don't know, please go watch our Vidyamritam video on Mahabhutas.
Water, air, sky,
Hmm.
fire, and water, air, sky, mud, and then earth.
Who's this?
Water.
Your
Pardon me?
hand is not raised, so I don't know who this is. Can you please?
I'm Vishweshwari, madam.
Vishweshwari Garu, please raise your hand and talk, please. But tell me, Vishweshwari, what are the 5 Mahabhutas?
Water, air, sky, earth, and space.
Very nice. So there is an order also to it, no? Akashaha, Vayuhu, Agnihi, Appa, and then we have Prithvi. So these are the 5. And many of you may be already familiar with the sloka from Ramayanam. Anyone knows? Wants to chant? I'll be very happy to hear if someone wants to chant it. Anjile Undru Petra. Priya ji, terima?
No, ma'am, sorry.
Okay. I'll chant it I'll again send this in the WhatsApp group. Those of you who don't know Tamil also make an effort to chant because it's a beautiful shloka. Okay, just repeat after me. I'll go slowly. Anjile Undru Petran. Anjile Undru Petran. Anjile Undrai Tavi. Anjile Undrai Tavi. Anjile Undrai Araga. Anjile Undrai Araga. ஆரியர்க்காக ஏகி அஞ்சிலே ஒன்று பெற்ற அன்னங்கை கண்டு அயலால் ஊரின் அஞ்சிலே ஒன்று வைத்தான் அவன் எம்மை அழித்துக் காப்பான் I promise you there won't be too many Tamil references in the subsequent classes. Just that this verse was so beautiful that I did not want to leave it out. Okay, but I will share the text unfortunately in Tamil. Anjile Undran. He is the one who was born out of one of the 5. Who was he born from?
Vayu.
Anjile Ondru Petran Hanuman. Who was the one who gave birth to him? Vayu. Anjile Ondrai Tavi. He crossed one of the 5. What did he cross? Shashwata, tell.
Ma'am, the ocean.
Ocean. Excellent. Water. So he crossed the Mahabhuta of water. Anjile Ondrai Araga Arya Egi. For the purpose of the Arya here is Rama. For the purpose of Rama, Ramartham, what did he do? Anjile Undrai Araga Aryarkaga Yegi. He crossed over, he jumped over. What was the medium he jumped over?
Ma'am, the houses in Lanka.
Space.
Space. Correct. Akasha. He crossed over Akasha Tattva. And then what did he do? Anjile Ondru Petra Annangai Kandu. He saw the one who was born from the 5, one of the 5. Who was born from one of the 5? Sita.
Sita.
Sita was born from Tattva. So Prithvi is important. Ayala Anjile Wundru Vaita Ayala Uru in the enemy's place. What did he Anjile Wundru? He kept one of the 5. What did he keep? We
Fire.
all know.
Agni.
Agni. He burnt the city. So all the 5 Mahabhuta Tattvas are a part of this. And last line is the most beautiful. Avan Yemmai Alittu Kapan. And that person who Hanuman, who was born from Vayu, who jumped over the Akasha, who reached, who crossed the ocean, who jumped over the Akasha, who met the daughter of the earth, and who set fire to Lanka. May that person, Alittu Kapan, may he protect us. Who is more suited to protect the of Bhaktas of Rama? No. So it is a Bhagavata Grantha. Sundarakandam is the only section of Ramayana where the Bhagavata's greatness is also praised along with the Lord's greatness. And we know that Bhagavata, the most powerful Hanuman, will protect us when we chant his name and when we read Sundarakandam. Small stool you kept. Wonderful. So we keep a small palaga, we draw one small column and say, and then keep some edible thing. Right now I've already kept one cashew sweet. And he will sit on that and eat the cashew sweet happily listening to Sundarakanda. Okay. So now the Vedanta Tattva in Sundarakanda is encapsulated in the very first shloka. So we've now covered only the beauty of Sundarakanda. Why is Sundarakanda Sundara? Now we will go to the story of Hanuman himself. The hero of the story, character sketch. How many ever children are there if you don't have exams right now? Or if you have exams, if you have time, I don't know how many are there. You can write a brief character sketch or illustrate a character sketch of Hanuman based on what we're discussing today for homework, only for the children. Okay, you can illustrate also, you can make it graphic also, it'll look really nice. You can share it with me. Obviously put it on the WhatsApp group so we all can see. So who is Hanuman? Why is he so great? Hanuman is after all a monkey. Va nara, va naraha. Is he a man? Is the question that you get when you see him. That is why va, is he nara? Is he a man? But who is he? He's not a man because he looks like a monkey. So who is he? Why was he born? So first is the divine tattva behind Hanuman is Lord Shiva. He is Shankara Suvana. Shankara Suvana Kesari Nandana Teja Pratapa Maha Jagavandana. So Shankara Suvana means son of Shankara. Also means Amsha of Shankara. Okay, this detailed explanation is there in the Hanuman Chalisa live class recordings. Those who are interested can definitely go and watch that series. It will be useful. So his mother, as we all know, is Anjana. His father, as we all know, is who? Now, father question, everybody will give me multiple answers. So please give me all the answers.
Kesari.
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 Vayuputra.
Vayuputra. And Shankarasona also. So he is blessed with the Amsa of 3 fathers and 1 mother, Anjana. So Anjana was born as a monkey and she was married to the monkey king. Kesari means lion. Lion among monkeys, Kesari, she was married to. But who was she in her previous birth? I told this in Hanuman Chalisa class. Those who have come to the class, if you remember the name, tell me.
Punjakasthala.
Punjikasthala. Exactly.
Punjikasthala.
Excellent, Rajiji. Punjikasthala was the name of Anjana.
Apsara.
Apsara. Very nice. And she was in whose court? Whose whom did she report to?
Brihaspati.
Very nice. So Brihaspati. So she was in Brihaspati's service, but she was madly in love with Vayu, the wind god. Okay. So what would she do? Anytime she would get a chance, she would sneak away and meet Vayu. Okay. So there are 2 versions of the story. One which I told in the Hanuman Chalisa class. That was that once when she came tardily back to Brihaspati after meeting Vayu, he cursed her and said, "You are behaving very badly. You go take birth in the Bhuloka and then come back to me. Right now, you are not fit for being in my service." He cursed her. This is what I had told in the Hanuman Chalisa class. There's another version of the story also. It is said that once when she was meeting Vayu, and they were in the Himalayas at that time, because you know, all the devas used to come from Swargaloka to the Himalayas. Special place for them. Why? Anybody knows? Okay. Yeah. Yashika, tell me why.
Ma'am, for the Kailasha mountain, ma'am.
Kailasha mountain, okay. But apart from that, there were many. Okay, be on mute. Thank you, Yashika. Apart from the Kailasha mountain, the draw of attraction was all the beautiful lakes. Such lakes they would find that was not as good as in was really good, much better than in Sargaloka. So they would come down to Himalayas to sport. And especially these Apsaras and Gandharvas are known for bathing in the lakes of the Himalayas, clear, cool waters. Okay, so once when they were thus playing, there was a rishi who was meditating near the lake. Okay, what were they doing? They were happily jumping and playing in the water. Imagine like how two children would play in the water. They were jumping and playing in the water. As they were playing in the water, they started throwing the water at each other recklessly. This water droplets fell on this Maharishi who was meditating. Now, you may have a question in your mind, why was the Maharishi sitting there and meditating? After all, a lake is a wet place and he could get wet. But hey, that was not how it happened. He was meditating right at the lakeside. So he got wet. The moment he got wet, he looked at her and said, you are not an Apsara. You look like an Apsara, but you're behaving like a monkey. Go take birth as a monkey in the earth. And thus cursed, Kunjika Sthala was born as Anjana. But Vayu always had a soft corner for Anjana. Even though she was born on earth as a monkey, he felt he always had to be near her and help her in some way or the other. So he was always available near her. And this Anjana was married to Kesari, but she badly wanted a son. Joshika, do you have a question or anything, Kanna?
Ma'am, why you not cursed?
Super question, yeah. Because probably she was the one who was throwing the water and it must have hit the Rishi and probably it was not Vayu. Or Vayu was so, what do you call, he disappeared like air. So maybe he was not visible at that time and therefore she got cursed. But the net result was she is the one who got cursed. Okay. Tejas, you had a question, Kanna?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Can I continue the class?
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. So, where was I? So, once she got hit by the, once he got hit by the waters, he cursed her. So, she was born as Anjana. But Anjana, who was married to Kesari, who was the king among the monkeys, did not have a child. So, she undertook severe tapasya to Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva appeared in front of her and blessed her, saying that I will be born as your child, don't worry. Okay, that is the story. Now, what happened? This is from the Ananda Ramayana. Shamla Gurubami from one of her lectures had mentioned this in her Ananda Ramayana, one of the Ananda Ramayana introduction sessions. So I'm just going to share it with the class. Ananda Ramayana is one of the regional forms of Ramayana. Okay, so it is said that when you all are familiar with the Payasa Pradhana incident, right? When our Dasharatha wanted children, what did he do? He conducted a big sacrifice and then he got the Yagya Purusha to come and then he gave him the payasam which was to be shared among his queens. You all know that story, right? So it is said that, you know, whom did the payasam first go to? Kausalya, then it went to Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Correct? You all know that. But it seems a vulture came and took a little bit of the payasam in its beak and took it all the way to Kailasha and dropped it on Lord Shiva's hand. Lord Shiva consumed the payasam and from him a spark came. This spark was carried by Vayu and given to Anjana. Thereby he became Vayuputra. He also became Shankara Suvana and he became Kesari when he was thus born to Anjana. So this is the story from Ananda Ramayana on how he was Shiva's son. Okay. So we all know the story of how when he was a small child, he thought the sun was a mango, went, leapt after it, took it. I'm not going to tell that story again. But you all know that he got many boons from various people after that. Brahma blessed him with immortality. Yama blessed him that his Yama Danda will not affect him. Indra blessed him that the Vajrayudha will be ineffective against him. Agni blessed him that he will not be burnt by fire. Okay, like this, Varuna blessed him that he will not be affected by water, he will never drown. Okay, all these blessings he got. Surya Bhagavan did not know what to bless him with. So then Hanuman fell at his feet and said, you be my guru. Because Surya Bhagavan, we all have seen in Aditya Hridayam. He is the embodiment of knowledge. So when he agreed to be the guru of Hanuman, he was very, very thrilled. That is why the first shloka, we will see now the link. You all know why Surya Bhagavan is Hanuman's guru. The story of how he followed his guru, all that I have told in the Hanuman Chalisa class, so I'm not going back into that. If you're interested, you can see the live class recordings. But the main point here is that Surya Bhagavan is Hanuman's guru. Okay, so with that background in hand, let's now come to the first shloka. Are there any questions so far or anything that you would like clarified or
Ma'am,
please
ma'am,
ask.
that last Surya Bhagwan is Hanuman's guru. That last, whatever you told, can you please repeat it, if you don't mind?
Yeah, not at all. See,
Yeah.
basically, what happened was all the devas blessed him with one boon or the other. Okay. In fact, I have a lovely list of boons here in the form of a table. If somebody will remind me, I will share that also in the WhatsApp group. I have to share many things. Whatever I promise to share, I'll try to share. If I forget something, please let me know. So, different people blessed him with different things. Brahma blessed him with immortality, Indra blessed him with Vajrayuda, etc. Right? Now, Surya Bhagavan was sitting silent, okay, standing silent and looking on and smiling. When Hanuman himself, always remember, the student has to approach the guru. The guru will never go to the student. At least there is a general rule, right? So the student has to approach the guru. So Hanuman approached Surya Bhagavan, fell at his feet and asked him to be his guru, and thereby Surya Bhagavan agreed to be his guru. Now, when he was teaching him, there were certain challenges that he had to overcome. What was it? The first thing was Surya Bhagavan, is he ever sitting in one place? Is he sitting on a desk and table, desk and chair? No. Is that how he illuminates the whole world? No. Today's Ratha Saptami. I'm sure many of you would have seen the Ratha Saptami reel on Instagram. We showed about his chariot, right? Chariot with one wheel. Drawn by how many horses?
I saw it when I was going to school today.
Okay, you can come back and see. Right now you be on mute. Now tell me, how many horses did does Surya Bhagavan have in his chariot?
7.
7.
7. Right. So that is why he has the name Sapta Saptihi. Right. So now what did the challenge that he had to overcome was that Surya Bhagavan is always in the move. So Hanuman had to practically keep up with Surya Bhagavan, who was always moving on the chariot, and learn from him quietly. Can he show his back to the Guru? No. So when Surya Bhagavan is moving forward, he had to turn, face him, and walk and run backwards or fly backwards, thereby hearing the whole, all the jnana that he had to share. So the point that I was trying to make is Surya Bhagavan is his Guru, and that has a link with the first shloka. Till now, any other questions? It's clear. Can I move forward to the first shloka? Yeah. Okay. So we'll move to the first shloka. Just a minute. I'll also open the presentation. Okay. Let's chant the first shloka together. This is a shloka worth memorizing. I did tell at the start of Sundarakandam that you may not be able to memorize all the shlokas, but the shlokas that you need to memorize, I will tell you. This is one of the shlokas that we kind of should learn to chant on our own without seeing the book. Okay, all of you please repeat after me. We'll chant it once more together. 1 second. ततो रावणनीतायाः सीताया शत्रुकर्षणः इयेष पदमन्वेष्टुम् चारणाचरिते पथि together ततो रावणनीतायाः सीताया शत्रुकर्षणः इयेष पदमन्वेष्टुम् चारणाचरिते पथि. So first I'll just revise the basic meaning that I had mentioned in the previous class and then go into the deeper meaning. Tataha means thereafter. After what? In the previous Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Jambavan had reminded Hanuman of his powers. Thereby, Hanuman had resolved to cross the ocean. So Tataha, after that incident. Shatrukarshanaha, the destroyer of enemies. What kind of enemies? Inner and external enemies. Inner and internal and external enemies. Ravananitayaha Sitayaha, the Sita who was abducted by Ravana. Padam, sthanam, place. Anveshtum, to search. Charana charite pathi, in the path of the celestial musicians, the charanas. Iyesha, he resolved. Okay, complete meaning. Hanuman. Here Hanuman is not mentioned by name. Our hero is directly mentioned as destroyer of all foes. Okay, the superhero Hanuman. He comes into the picture, ready to cross the ocean. So, Shatrukashnaha is the reference to Hanuman. Iyesha, he resolved. Already resolved to cross the ocean to find Sita. So this is the basic meaning as it appears in the shloka. But this being the first shloka, we will see a little more detail. And given that it is the Prathama Manikya Ratnam, we will see why it is related to Surya Bhagavan also. Okay. So first one is Tataha. I had mentioned in the previous class that Ta is Mangalarthaha. Remember? Takara Mangalarthaha. There is something called Nandi or benediction. Okay. Benediction does three things. First is it destroys the obstacles. Second is it makes things conducive for the proper conduct of work. And the third thing is gives success. Even if the work is conducted properly, success should come. No, all three happen. So because of this, especially this word Tataha, you see Valmiki using the word Tataha in one more place that we all know, where we all know the shloka.
Aditya Hridayam.
Excellent. Can you chant that shloka?
Tato yuddha parishranta samare. I know only that. Sorry.
Who is this? Yeah, sorry.
Ma'am Sudha.
Sudhaji. Okay, no problem. ततो युद्धः परिश्रान्तं समरे चिन्तया स्थितं रावणं चाग्रतो दृष्ट्वा युद्धाय समुपस्थितं. Powerful beginning to a powerful stotram Tataha. Okay, and then we find only the being used in the very first verse of the Ramayana. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidamvaram naradam paripapracha valmikir munipungavam, beginning with takara. So we find in many important places takara is used at the beginning, and two thas used together is meant for double added benefit. Now, especially for those of us, I'm telling this because many of us have tried to read Sundarakandam on our own, and by the end of the first sarga, or by the time we go into the first sarga, we get very demotivated and say the first sarga is so long, it is as big as crossing the ocean, so I don't think I'll be able to do it. It's not my cup of tea. Many of us may have given up. Okay, if we chant the very first shloka with complete and utter bhakti, it is sure to assure us of karya siddhi. So it is meant to tell us don't lose hope. It's not as difficult as it seems. So tataha. There is another significant meaning to tataha. When we see in the last verse of this one, let me just try to relocate that verse. Last verse of Kishkinda Kanda. Last verse of Kishkinda Kanda ends with these lines. Manasamadhaya mahanubhavaha jagamalankam manasa manasvi. Manasamadhaya mahanubhavaha. Who is the mahanubhavaha? Who can tell me?
Rama?
Hanuman. Kishkinda Kanda. So now who is ready? Hanuman is ready. Mahanubhavaha Hanuman. Okay, what has he done? Manas Samadhaya. Mentally preparing himself. And then gathering his wits. Gathering his mental faculties. What does he say? Jagamalankam manasa manasvi. With his mind, he crossed to Lanka. And then Tataha. After that, what happened? Kayena Jagamalanka. Prayatna. So with the body, he is ready to cross to Lanka. Earlier, I'll repeat that point in case you don't get it. Last line of Kishinda Kanda, mentally he crossed over to Lanka. Sundarakanda, he is ready to cross over to Lanka. This teaches us a very, very important life lesson. Because just like how, in fact, in Sundarakanda, it should not be a text which is boring. It's not boring anyway. It is actually very, very interesting. But apart from that, it should not just be academic. Nor should it just be for the purpose of knowing the story. It should also give us some value, right? Just like how when we read Bhagavad Gita, we want to take lessons from it. Ramayana is full of such lessons. The lesson that this particular first verse of the Sundarakandam teaches us with the very word tataha means that any action should be undertaken only after mentally completely mapping the action. That's what Hanuman has done here. Do you get it? What I'm saying? In the previous shloka, he has mapped the crossing over to Lanka. In the very first shloka, he is ready to physically cross over. So any action that we undertake, sit and plan, especially for children, sit and plan it out and then act. If you sit and plan and then act, you're assured of success. If you play it by the ear and just jump into the ocean, it's either sink or swim. You don't know where you'll land. But if you have planned what you're going to do and you've visualized your action, you have a very high chance of doing it really well. Okay, I hope it's clear. And especially for children, when these life lessons come up, do write it down somewhere, because these are things that will stay with us in the long run. Right? So tataha, the very first word, teaches us that. Undertake any action after mentally completely planning it out. Now we come to Shatrukashana, we've already seen, destroyer of foes. And then now we go to the next part. Ravana Nitayaha, Sitayaha. What is the Tatparya? What is the link between Ravana, Sita, Hanuman, Rama, everyone? For this, a beautiful analysis and description is given by the Bhushana commentator. Who is the Bhushana commentator I mentioned in the previous class? Can you give me his name?
Govindaraja.
Excellent. Go with that. Did I give the name of Tilaka and Shiromani commentators? When I saw your notes which had been posted in the WhatsApp group, I thought I hadn't shared it. Correct, no?
You didn't give.
I didn't give it all. See, I forgot. Okay, so this Tilaka commentary is was written by a person called Nagesha Bhatta. The world knows the commentary as Tilaka and wrongly refer to him as Tilaka. But the commentator is actually Nagesha Bhatta. Name of the commentary is Tilaka. Ramayana Tilakam, it is called. Okay, Ramayana is a beautiful grantha. It is the Tilaka on Ramayana. Why do we keep Tilaka? To beautify ourselves? No. May this commentary be a humble attempt at beautifying and presenting the Ramayana to all of us. That is the intent behind naming it Tilaka. Okay. So Tilaka. Imagine now everyone has got a beautiful name.
Repeat his name, ma'am?
Sure. Nagesha Bhatta. Okay. Nagesha Bhatta is the author of Tilaka commentary. And then we have the other commentary. We look at Bhushana also. Bhushana means ornament. So the Govindaraja's intent when he wrote Bhushana was let it be an ornament that shines like a precious jewel and sets off the beauty of Ramayana. A beautiful lady wears an ornament not to make her more beautiful, so that she will shine more and look better, right? That's all, right? So that way the ornament takes its pride here from the wearer rather than the wearer taking its pride from the ornament. I hope that's clear. That's why it's Bhushana. Okay. Then we have the third commentary, Shiromani. Shiromani means crest jewel. Okay. Who wrote that? Shiva Sahaya. Okay, Shiva Sahaya is the author of Shiromani commentary. Mostly we will be referring to the commentary names only, but wherever the names of the commentators also, we should be known. So I'll keep referring to both. Okay, so now coming to, I hope everyone's following. If there are any questions, please stop and ask me to repeat if I'm going too fast.
Tattva Deepika.
Tattva Deepika is also there. There are many commentaries. There are Tattva Deepika. There is, I'll tell you, there is Kataka. Kataka is a super commentary. And it's actually a little difficult to read, but it is a very, very good commentary. Then there is Dharmakutam. Then there are many commentaries. Go to the Valmiki Ramayana IITK site. That site has all the commentaries, Sanskrit commentaries, drop down menu. You will find all the names of the commentaries. Okay. So, and when we read it in the original Sanskrit, obviously it's a lot more, illuminating. Because none of the English translations really go into the details. So let's go back to the symbolism behind the entire Sundarakandam, which is conveyed in the first shloka. May I move forward? Do you want me? Is my voice breaking? Should I repeat anything? Rachna ji, did you have something to say?
Ma'am, I can't see myself. I can't see you, ma'am. I'm seeing only the screen. That's why I'm like, I'm not used to.
None of you are able to see me, is it?
I don't know. I press something.
Let me just
Yes,
I can see. I can see.
We
I
can
can,
see
we can
you, ma'am.
see,
I can see. I can
but
see.
it's not like, sorry for speaking. I was also about to ask, is it because you're sharing screen,
Yes,
only you are seeing?
Yes, only I am visible. I don't want the others to be visible because I don't want people to get recorded without their consent. That's
Okay.
right.
So if I may
Okay,
interrupt,
okay.
there is a view where you can see the presentation and the viewers on the right hand top corner. You can go
In
there
your
and
own-
click in your own laptops. right hand top corner, you will see a view button. Click on that and you should be able to figure it out.
Okay, can I move forward to the deeper meaning of the first shloka? Okay, great. People who are on unmute, no, I request you to be on mute. I'm not able to identify immediately on this panel view who's on mute because others can't hear clearly then. Okay, so we go to the concept here. See, basically, we all know Lord Rama is God. So he has to be whom? Paramatma only. No doubt about that. Paramatma, Bhagavan. Rama, Ramachandra. Now, Sita. Who is Sita? The daughter of
Janaka.
And the daughter of or the belonging to the kingdom of Videha. Videha, I had mentioned in the very first class that we'll discuss the significance of her name Vaidehi. Right? Videha means one without a body. Videha, Videha, without a deha. Okay, now why is she without a deha? She is born from the one without a deha. So who is she? She is the Atma. We are all born from Parabrahman, who is without a deha, right? Formless Parabrahman. We are all the Jivatmas. We are all created from Parabrahman. Right? So we are all the Vaidehis. So Vaidehi means one who is born from the one without a deha, one without a form. So Jivatma. Sita refers to Jivatma. Okay. Sita also means something. What does the name Sita mean? Nobody knows. Sita means a. Tell me that.
Sundara.
No, Sita, flow. Exactly, flow.
Pure.
Flow. No, not pure.
No.
Flow. The digging instrument. The digging instrument flow. P-L-O-U-G-H. Flow. Okay. We all know the story of how Janaka was childless and therefore he, in preparation for a yajna, was tilling the land for the yajna. As he tilled the land for the yajna, under his plow, on the furrows of the earth appeared Sita. Okay, so Sita means plow. What does a plow do? Always digs within. It digs within the earth. It keeps digging. So it's a Jivatma who's constantly searching within. That is why Sita is Jivatma. Right now, set aside the concept that she is Mahalakshmi. Take her as her avatara. And we are now studying the significance of her avatara, not of Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi is like Parashakti. Right? She is also inviolable. She is also formless. She is also Avgya. In all ways, she is also the supreme. But when we're looking at Sita as an avatara signifies somebody who is digging and searching inwards. Who's the one who's searching inwards? The Jivatma. I hope the analogy is clear. Sita is the Jivatma. Now, who is she being carried away by? Ravana. Right? Who is Ravana? Ravayati asat. Pralapan karayati. Pralapan karayati. Ravayati asat. Pralapan karayati. This is the word, exact phrase used by Bhushana. What does it mean? Bhushanakara. What does it mean? Ravayati asat. Projects what is not real. Pralapan karayati. Causes confusion. Who is this one who projects what is real and causes confusion? Maya. Maya. So now Lankapuri is Maya world. Lankapuri is Maya world. So in Lankapuri, the Jivatma is caught by Maya. Okay. Maya has one important role to play. It causes aviveka. Aviveka means what? Lack of discrimination between real and unreal. Okay. This Maya only is responsible for that. So who is responsible? Mr. Ravana. So Ravana, the villain of the story, is actually Maya. And who is trapped? Sita, the Jivatma. Where is the Paramatma? Far off somewhere in Bharatadesha. Now, we all have seen in Soundaralahari also. When the time is right, who appears?
Guru appears.
Guru.
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 Very nice. The fourth Avarana of the Navavarna, right, is the Guru Sthana. Correct? Same way, fourth Avarana is in the middle of the Sri Chakra. Same way, Sundarakandam in the middle of the Ramayana is Guru's Upadeshas. Khanda. So who's the Guru? Hanuman. Shikshaniya Shishyan Veshanam Karoti. Shikshaniya Shishya. The Shishya who is ready to be taught. He is the one who searches for the Shishya who is ready to be taught. Who? The Guru. Okay. Guru, as we all know, very popularly known, Gukaraha, Andakaraha, Gukaraha, Andakaraha, Rukaraha, the Nirodha, one who removes the darkness is Guru, darkness of ignorance. Agyaratimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We chant every Guru Purnima, no? That Guru. So, he is the one who is looking for a Sishya who is ready to be taught. Now, who is the Sishya who is ready to be taught? The Jivatma. Who has sent him there? Rama himself. Just like Ambal sends. Ambalka, there's a beautiful Nama in Lalita Sahasnamam. Samsara Pankta Nirmagna Samudharana Pandita. Though for those who are trapped in samsara, can we come out of that on our own? We are flailing with our arms, shaking here and there, unable to come out only. So she is the one who causes samudharanam. She lifts us up. Like how the cat lifts up its child, no? Marjarani, I have seen before. Like how the cat lifts up the child, the kitten, by the scruff of its neck and carries it to safety. Ambal is the one who lifts us. Samudharana Pandita. She is Nipuna at it. She is the boss at it. She is the best at it. At what? At saving these Atmas who are caught in samsara. In the same way, Lord Rama is now sending a message through Hanuman. Okay, we have seen in Hayagriva Stotram that there are 6 aspects of Sharanagati. Does anyone remember the 6 aspects? Out of syllabus, don't ask in Sundarakandam class. Please don't tell me. Now people are running to see their Hayagriva Stotram notebooks also. It should be in our minds. After writing a notebook, it should get off into our minds. Anukulasya sankalpam. I will resolve to do what is good. Pratikulasya varjanam. I will not do what should not be done. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. He will protect me, having that vishwasa. That vishwasa only Rama is trying to create. How? In all of us, in all the Jivatmas, by sending the Guru, that he will protect us. Just for academic purpose, we will complete the other 3 also. Goptritva Varna, feeling of that he will be the controller, I am not the controller. Atmanikshepa, surrender. Karpanya, I forgot. Karpanya means feeling inadequate to protect yourself. So these are the 6 qualities of, or 6 aspects of Sharanagati. Sharanagati is not directly just falling at the feet of the Lord and saying, protect me. Sharanagati is doing all these 6 things and then saying 5 things and then saying, protect me. Okay, what are the 5 things? Do good. Don't do what is bad. Have the faith in Lord that he will protect you. Know that you are not capable of protecting yourself. And then know that he is the controller. Then fall at his feet and say, protect me. So here what is Lord Rama doing? Lord Rama is sending a sandesha through Hanuman, who is his messenger. And therefore he is the Guru who carries the Guru Upadesha to the Jivatma. I hope this analogy so far is clear. Yes. Okay. So we know that this Jivatma, which is caught in the trap of samsara, has to be brought out through the means of Hanuman. What is he doing here? He is going to search for her padam. Harika ji, please ask.
Can you please repeat that Sikshaniya? That's
Shikshaniya Shishya Anveshanam. Shishyan Veshanam. Okay. Shikshaniya Shikshan Veshanam. Every guru should do that. If you go and teach somebody who's not eligible for learning, will that person learn anything? No. I hope everyone's following me. I hope everybody is able to see me also along with the screen, because I am seeing many of you. Some of you are blank. So I'm just wondering. Or
Ma'am, can you repeat the 5 also, ma'am?
Which 5?
The Sharanagati.
I will put it up in the group. I have the notes. I will put it up in the group.
Thank you. That will be very useful. Okay. So the aspects of Sharanagati were covered in the Vishishta class, which is Hayagriva Sutram. So anyway, so coming back to this, the analogy, last part of the analogy, Padam. Padam means Sthanam, as we all know. Here only, the Anveshana, the search which the Guru is doing for the Sishya, he should find out the Pada of the Sishya. Pada means what? The Sthana of the Sishya. How ready is the Sishya to learn from him? Okay, what is the sthana? For example, somebody who is completely in the path of Karma Yoga, when will that person be ready for Guru Upadesha? Who can tell me? Aarti ji, would you like to try?
Ma'am, please repeat the question, ma'am.
Am I going very fast? Am I speaking very fast?
No. I didn't catch the question, so please repeat
No
it.
problem. No problem. I will repeat it. I was also asking because I was interested in knowing whether it was fixed. Okay. So, what is the right stage in the life of a karma yogi, a person who engages in karma yoga, to get the upadesha from the guru? Is the question.
Ma'am, when he is doing whatever he is doing without any expectation of the result, ma'am, he's doing his duties for the sake of doing it, but not with any expectation. So such kind of a person can definitely take Guru Upadesha.
Right. So what does he get by doing his work like that?
Ma'am, the returns you are asking, ma'am, what he
What
gets.
will be the state of such a person who does his work?
The state of that person is a state of detachment, ma'am, not not
Not
attached
being
to the yeah.
Okay, not being attached to the results, very good, but he attains
Yeah.
the state. Okay, who else has raised their hand? Radhaji, please say. Actually, I don't see you because your video is off. No, Radhaji, I'm not able to see you half the time.
Now, because see, first when I saw you alone, I thought you're doing some other mode of class today. So I had my video on. Then I thought
Please,
something
all
else.
of you have your video on. I want to see faces and speak. I can't speak to black screens. I request Parvati
So
ji,
that is
Ravi,
so.
you are new to class. Your videos on because I want to see you. I want to engage with you, not with a screen. Please tell me.
Because so
Radhaji,
Stita Prajna
Amma,
is what.
on the level for a guru, if you're already a Stita Prajna, you don't need a guru.
No. So otherwise, basically, that is this doer action, everything. That God is everything.
God
Like as you say in Yajna, no, he is the person. Like he is the sacrifice. He is the karta and everything. Karta, bhokta, bhogyam. Everything is God. Or seeing God in everything.
Yes, very nice. That is a good take. Kanchana ji, did you have something to add or change?
Yeah, it's a similar lines only. So in the karma yoga, when you are doing your karma, you dedicate everything, whatever you do to the God. That state is the when he is mature enough to accept if somebody gives imparts the knowledge.
Very nice, very nice. Priya ji, what was your take?
Nimitta matram is what I thought, ma'am.
Okay, as the nimitta for Bhagavan, he does.
Yes,
Very nice.
We do, yeah.
Rashmi ji, did you have something more to say?
Ma'am, I just thought in this Navavarna, when we were learning, the God throws a lot of pariksha to us, and after crossing the fourth avarna, where that bhakta reaches that the upasaka level, so then the guru will appear, ma'am.
Super. So very nice. Actually, what all of you are saying ties together very well. From the point of view of Karma Yoga, what is the state, the name, the one technical name I was looking for is Chitta Shuddhi. By working like how Kanchana ji, Radha ji and Aarti ji so beautifully explained, we attain that beautiful state of Chitta Shuddhi, which means our Antakarana is pure. If that Shuddhi purified, if that happens, we are ready for Guru Upadesha. Till then, somebody can ad nauseum tell us, you are only Bhagavan, you are only Brahma. Don't worry. We will only academically nod and laugh at that person and say, what? I'm full of raga dvesha. I'm full of so many attachments. How can I be God? Correct. This will be a question that everyone will ask. But the moment your chitta starts getting purified, automatically we are ready for jnana. And then, like how PG mentioned, this pada has to be evaluated from different aspects. If you're looking from the point of view of Shaktism, then like how she rightly said, Ambal tests us. We cross all those tests. Once we cross those tests, and we have proved that we are mentally strong to deal with the knowledge that we are about to get, then we get a guru. Till then, and we don't even become qualified to be called an upasaka till that stage. Until then, we are only normal bhaktas, whatever you want to say. We are not doing active upasana because we are not near. We are only far away. We are doing bhakti. Upasana means going near to God and doing bhakti. Okay, or the guru and doing bhakti. To have upasana, upa-asana, being near. To be an upasaka, we have to be qualified. So after we cross those hurdles, we reach that state. So like Rashmiji rightly pointed out, like that from yoga point of view also, that is yama, niyama, asana, right? All those steps like that. when all the states have been crossed over and the person is in the state of dharana, when he's ready for knowledge, he gets knowledge from the guru. So this is the guru who's looking for the padam. So padam means eligibility of the shishya from the point of view of chitta shuddhi. Is he ready for the upadesha? So this is what Sitayaha padam means. The Jivatma's status is examined by the guru. And then he decides to go in what path? Charana charite pati. Charana charitaha. It looks like celestial musicians only. So Valmiki is just painting on very beautiful literary picture of how he crossed the ocean, we may think. But there is a deeper meaning there. Charana charite beautifully is explained by Bhushnakara only. Acharanti dharman iti charanaha. Those who follow dharma are charanas. Okay, who follow dharma? The Purvacharyas. In his case, who's Hanuman's Acharya? Surya Bhagavan. Now you got the link between why Manikya Mani and Surya Bhagavan. The Charana Charite Pati is, literally also we know, it is the Akasha Marga is Surya's path. And metaphorically also you understand, he is the Dharma Acharanti, Purva Acharya, Yaha Dharma Acharati, Saha. So he is the Purva Acharya who follows Dharma, and therefore Charana Charite Pati means the path of Surya Bhagavan, the path of the Purvacharyas. So that path he decides to take. So that is the link between Manikya Mani and and Surya Bhagavan. Anything else that I've left out to explain? No, I think it's mostly clear. So what is the purpose of crossing over? Purpose of crossing over is to find the Jivatma and then convey the message of the Paramatma. What is the message? I am here, don't worry. That is only Rakshati, iti, Rakshishyati, iti Vishwasaha. He will protect. That Vishwasa has to come, no? For that only Bhagavan is sending the Guru, that he will protect. I am here, don't worry. I will come and save you. So that message the Guru conveys to the Shishya. So that is the deeper meaning of the very first shloka. Let me see if I have skipped anything that I wanted to convey for the first shloka. Just give me 1 second. There is also another beautiful text called Sankalpa Suryodayam. Any of you heard of it? Author name, if you know, please share. Those of you who don't open your mouth in class can happily open your mouth. You're not getting video recorded, so you can happily tell me. Sankalpa Suryodayam. 1 second, let me catch one person and ask them, whom I know will know the answer. Where are you now? I'm able to see her thing. Ramya, are you there? No, answer. You know Sankalpa Suryodayam.
No.
Basic, yeah.
Basicals? Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm waiting for you to raise your hand and say, I know this. Okay. So, sorry, I put you on the spot. Okay. So, Desikars, Vedanta Desikars, beautiful text, where there is a verse, which I will again share in the class. Let me just see if I can locate the verse quickly, and in which case I can read it out and explain the meaning. Let's repeat. Darpodagra Dashendriyananamano Nattacharadishtite Dehesmin Bhavasindhuna Parigate Dehesmin Bhavasindhuna Parigate Deenadashamastitaha Udyatve Hanumatsamena Guruna Prakhyapitarthah Puman Lankaruddha Videha Rajatanayan Nyayena lalabhyate. Meaning in essence is the same. Darpod agra. Dashendriyanana manaha. Dashendriyaha is another name for Ravana. Dashananaha is another name for Ravana. Dasha Ananaha, one who has 10 faces. What do the 10 faces represent? Dashendriyas, the 10 Indriyas. What are the 10 Indriyas? We all know. 5 organs of action, 5 organs of perception. All the 10 Indriyas and the Mana. Mana is a symbol for the Antakaranas. Okay, all of these together are under the control of Darpaha, pride. So one who with pride has controlled all these faculties, what does he cause us to do? Dehesmin. Get the feeling that I am the Deha. I am the Deha. And then what happens to me? Bhavasinduna parigate. Lost in the Bhavasagara. Teenam dashamastitaha. Very sad state comes to me. Who is this Sita? Very sad state comes to her. Adyatve Hanumat Samena Guruna. Now, with a guru like Hanuman, Prakyapitartha Puman, who is a right person to teach, Lanka Ruddha Videha Rajatanaya, that Videha Rajatanaya, who is being trapped in Lanka, Nyayena Lalabhyate, with total efficiency, he brings her out. So this shows the greatness of the Guru. I hope the meaning of the shloka was clear. I'll send this shloka also in the group. I think a lot of things that I have to send. I really hope I don't skip anything. Okay, so the basic meaning is this only, as we have seen. Now we will go to, before going to the second, okay, it's already 8:15. Today, I'll not get into the second shloka. From next class onwards, we'll be much faster. Today, we spent all our time on one shloka. Next class onwards, we will set a target of 30-40 shlokas and try to do it in one class.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you please repeat the meaning again a bit slow?
Sure. So, Darpodagra Dashendriyanana Manaha Nattacharadishtite, first line. With the control, okay, of the 10 Indriyas and the Mana, within bracket Antakaranas, ruled with Darpa, ruled with arrogance. What happens? Dehesmin, with the feeling that I am the Deha, Bhava, with the feeling that I am the Deha. Bhavasindhuna parigate, lost in samsara. Teenam dasham asthitaha, sad state has come to pass. A sad state has come to pass. Till now clear, Joshika? Should I repeat anything? Please tell me, I'm happy to repeat.
No, ma'am, I got it.
Wonderful. Adyatve Hanumatsamena Guruna. Now with a guru like Hanuman. Prakyapitartha Puman. Who is the best to who's the best person to teach the truth?
Hanuman.
Hanuman. Lanka Ruddha Videha Rajatanayam. That Sita who has been trapped by in Lanka, the world of Maya, Nyayena Lalabhyate. He brings out efficiently, he brings out superbly. Okay, that's the meaning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if the meaning is clear, we will chant the concluding shlokas and finish today's class 10 minutes early, I know, but only for today. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahīṣāः go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyah prithivī sasyashalini deshoyam क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्रा पौत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधना सधना सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं प्रोक्तं महापातकनाशनं शृण्वन् रामायणं भक्त्या यः पादं पदमेव वा स याति ब्रह्मणस्थानं ब्रह्मणा पूज्यते सदा रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः यन्मङ्गलं सहस्राक्षे सर्वदेव नमस्कृते वृत्रनाशे समभवत् तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् यन्मङ्गलं सुपर्णस्य विनता कल्पयत्पुरा अमृतं प्रार्थयानस्य तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् अमृतोत्पादने दैत्यान् घ्रतो वज्रधरस्य यत् अदितिर्मङ्गलं प्रादात् तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलम् त्रीन् विक्रमान् प्रक्रमतो विष्णोरमित तेजसः यदासीन्मङ्गलं राम तत्ते भवतु मङ्गलं ऋतवः सागराद्वीपा वेदालोकादिशश्चते मङ्गलानि महाबाहो दिशन्तु तव सर्वदा श्रीरामचन्द्रश्रितपारिजातः समस्तलो कल्याणगुणाभिरामः सीतामुखाम्भोरुह सञ्चरीकः निरन्तरं मङ्गलमातनोतु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. We close the recording. We'll chant Om 3 times and stop the session, please.